Are you drowning in student loan debt? Well, you're not alone. The topic of student loan forgiveness has become a lifeline for countless individuals, and it's no surprise why. With the weight of student loans bearing down on many, the prospect of forgiveness is a beacon of hope. Recently, there's been a buzz about the potential extension of the student loan payment pause, and even the possible cancellation of some student loan debt. These developments have stirred excitement and anticipation among many. In a constantly evolving landscape, it's essential to stay informed. From the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program's alterations to the ongoing Supreme Court review, the world of student loans is anything but stagnant. So buckle up and get ready. We're about to embark on a journey through the latest news, updates, and possible changes in the world of student loan forgiveness. Let's dive into the most recent updates on student loan forgiveness. So, what's the latest buzz in the world of student loan forgiveness? Well, let's dive right in. There's been a major move in the game, with around 2 million federal student loan borrowers having their loans transferred from FedLoan to Mohela. Now, don't panic, the terms, conditions, interest rates, and all those nitty-gritty details remain the same. This shift is mainly due to some criticism towards FedLoan for errors and misinformation. So, borrowers, keep an eye out for those notices about the transfer. Now, on to the big elephant in the room. We've all heard about President Biden's student loan forgiveness program, right? Well, it's currently under the microscope of the U.S. Supreme Court. The future of your payments is hanging in the balance as the court reviews the program. But hold your horses. No need to start calculating yet. The pandemic-related pause on student loan payments is still in place until 60 days after the litigation is resolved. And yes, the clock has been paused since March 2020, so no interest is piling up. Speaking of the pause, it seems not everyone is a fan. The Biden administration is currently being sued over the extension of this payment pause. Some are arguing that it harms nonprofit employers who rely on a federal debt relief program. But hey, every cloud has a silver lining. If the pause ends and Biden's forgiveness program is allowed to proceed, it could cancel up to $20,000 for qualifying borrowers. Now that's a pretty penny. And that's not all. Come July, there are some big changes coming to the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. Also, there's a new income-driven repayment plan in the works aiming to lessen your monthly debt burdens and total repayment amounts. So, keep your eyes peeled for that. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of who actually benefits from this student loan forgiveness. You might be wondering, do I qualify for this loan forgiveness? Now, let's dive into that. Student loan forgiveness primarily benefits federal loan borrowers. If you're one of them, you're already on the right track. However, the specifics can get a bit more intricate. For instance, many borrowers seeking relief under the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program are set to benefit, especially with the recent changes that are expanding eligibility and simplifying the criteria. But what does this mean? Essentially, the program will now cover a broader range of borrowers, making it easier for many to qualify. So, if you're a borrower who's been consistent with repayments or you're working in public service, there are good chances you might benefit from this program. However, it's important to remember that the specifics of these changes are still being ironed out, and the landscape of student loan forgiveness is always evolving. So, there's a need to stay informed about the ongoing changes. Now that we know who benefits, let's talk about how much they could potentially receive. So, how much relief can one expect from this loan forgiveness, you may ask? Well, let's dive into that. The amount you could potentially receive from student loan forgiveness greatly depends on your circumstances. However, under President Biden's proposal, there's a potential for a substantial amount of debt to be wiped clean. The magic number here is up to $20,000. Yes, you heard it right, $20,000 for qualifying borrowers. This is not pocket change we're talking about. It's a hefty sum that could significantly alleviate the financial burden many are shouldering. Just imagine, that's like receiving a brand new compact car, or maybe a down payment for a house, or simply a stress-free start to your post-graduation life. However, it's crucial to remember that this is a proposal. The actual amount you might receive could vary, and remember, there are specific criteria to meet to qualify for this potential windfall. Student loan forgiveness is a beacon of hope for many. Keep yourself updated with the latest news to make the most of it.